So, welcome to Vikingfm, Marina and the Diamonds.
I'm very good.
You've just done an amazing live performance for me and about 18 other people and a baby.
And a baby as well, who kept looking at boobs all the time.
They are a bit bad, my man boobs, but what can I say?
Not yours.
Oh, right, not mine. No, okay. That was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Really, really appreciate that. You can't have done many gigs smaller than that, can you?
Well, for this album, actually, no.
It's been a fantastic story, your story, hasn't it, in the last few years? We had the BBC thing, which you came runner-up, didn't you, to Ellie Goulding in that particular year. Have you been writing songs and into music all your life?
No, I'm
really?
the opposite.
Right.
I just had a dream, you know.
So before you had the dream of music, then what was your big ambition? What did you want to do?
That was it.
Right, so that was it.
Yeah. It sounds cliche, but that really was it.
What was it that you were most wanting to be then? A singer or just famous? Or
no, I think I just wanted to say something. I think I like challenging people's perceptions of things. That's what interests me, and I think I've always been very creative anyway. I was always dancing or doing drama or painting, but I had never sung in front of anyone until I was 20. So, you know, it's quite fear is quite controlling sometimes, and if you're very nervous about something, you don't do it until later in your life.
You're from Wales, aren't you, originally?
I am.
Yeah.
Well, my dad's Greek, my mum's Welsh.
Yeah, you don't have either accent, to be honest, do you?
No, I don't.
It's quite an English accent, really, isn't it?
It's quite generic.
People say that about me, that it's just a northern accent.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm from the north, but they can't quite place me. Were you in Wales the whole time you were growing up then? Abergavenny, isn't it?
Yes, it was Abergavenny. I moved around quite a lot, so I lived in London, Athens and Abergavenny for much of my life.
Those three world cities.
Yeah.
Which was your favourite out of those three then? Which did you feel most at home at?
Abergavenny, definitely.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's good. So if you feel at home there, are you into rugby, into football at all?
I think I was as a teen. I don't follow rugby anymore though.
No. So are you aware that Wales have just had a really good Six Nations in
Not
rugby?
really, to be honest.
If I told you they'd won, would that be news to you?
What? One word?
Well, they just won the Six Nations. Wales did.
I'm really not interested. Oh, sorry to be a cliched girl.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't think we've got many Welsh people listening, so they won't be offended by that.
All right.
Don't worry about it. But you are proud of your roots and being Welsh.
I am. I think the creative output from Wales is quite big, actually.
Passionate people, and because they're like the underdogs in Britain, they tend to punch above their weight a little bit. I think they've got that.
I think that's quite true.
Yeah. Which is why so many of them do so well and why they keep winning the rugby. I think, yeah. Right, let's have your first live track tonight, and it's a song called I'm Not a Robot. Everybody, this is Marina and the Diamonds.
You've been acting awful tough lately, smoking a lot of cigarettes lately, but inside you're just a little baby. It's okay to say you got a weak spot. You don't always have to be on top. Better to be hated than love for what you're not. You're vulnerable. You are not a robot. You're lovable, so lovable, but you're just trouble. Guess what? I'm not a robot. Guess what? I'm not a robot. You've been hanging with the love kids who you never really liked and you never trusted, but you are so magnetic. You pick up all the pins, never committing to anything. You don't pick up the phone when it rings. Don't be so pathetic. Just open up and sing. I'm vulnerable. I am not a robot. You're lovable, so lovable, but you're just trouble. Guess what? I'm not a robot. Guess what? I'm not a robot. teach me how to feel real? Can you turn my power off and let the drum beat drop? Guess what? I am not a robot. Guess what? I am not a robot. Guess what? I'm not a robot. Guess what? I'm not a robot. Guess what? I'm not a robot.
So that was track number 1. I'm not a robot. Robot even. Not anything to do with bats. From fantastic Marina and the Diamonds. And that was the first part of our chat as well from Viking FM a few days ago. Hear the next bit of our chat and the next track, plus coming up her latest single as well, all sung live at Viking FM. That's on the way after Rihanna, which is next.
In Demand.
And we'll get the second of the 3 fantastic live tracks that she recorded. And they sound amazing, these live tracks. They weren't even in one of our studios. They were in one of our meeting rooms, but the sound is amazing. Mostly down to her. So here's more of our chat. Myself from Viking FM with Marina and the Diamonds. Right, Marina.
Yes.
You've got to say hello to someone who is apparently your biggest fan. She's called Victoria Langthorpe, Vicky Langthorpe.
Okay.
And it's actually her 16th birthday this coming week.
Fantastic.
And sadly, she couldn't make your live concert tonight. So can you give her a massive, massive hello?
Hello!
Vicky, hopefully that's massive enough for you.
Yeah.
I think she'll love that. So musically, I mean, things are going really, really well. Tell us about the new stuff that's coming out, because there's an album, isn't there? Which is soon.
Well, it's called Electra Heart, and it's kind of based around 4 female character types. So the album itself I actually wrote mainly on the road in America, and spent about 4 months in LA. So it sounds kind of a bit, well, it's quite an electronic album, much more than the first. Yeah, I don't really want to give anything else away, but I kind of, it was much more fun to make the second one than the first.
Why don't you want to give too much away then?
I don't know, I just think, people can listen to it by themselves.
Make up their own mind.
Don't want to bang on about it.
But you will say that it's fantastic and that everyone needs to buy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So this was America, was this when you were touring with Katy Perry?
Yes. Well, I did about probably like 2 months on my own, and then I did 3 weeks with Katy Perry, and it was fantastic.
And a lot of people who we speak to who, you know, get quite big over here and then want to try and break America, they say that you have to totally start again. You have to be prepared to totally go right back to basics, just to...
I mean, I'm still at the beginning, so it's not really any different to me.
But how do they find you over there then?
They respond very well, but I mean, I have got a song called I'm Obsessed with the Mess That's America, so I don't think I was gonna have a chance in the mainstream world.
Yeah.
I don't think I was able to get on the radio because of that song. So on the indie side of things, the alternative music scene, I really flourished, but Katie gave me the opportunity to kind of be exposed to another audience, and same with Coldplay this year. I'm supporting them on their European leg and the American one. So.
Heard of them? Yeah, they're quite a big band as well, aren't they?
They're doing all right.
I mean, how does that come about then? Is that something to do with, you know, labels, or is that just sort of them hearing your music, thinking we like you and we'd like you to come on tour?
Yeah, well, I heard Chris Martin was a fan a long time ago, and they asked me to do a gig in Manchester in December, and then after that they asked me they offered me the main support for almost all of the tour, so it was really nice. Yeah.
I've never heard that. I don't think it's in the rule book though to go to a country and write a song about how much you think it's in a mess. I don't know if that's the way to...
I really love America though. I would live there if I could.
Would you really?
For about a year or 2, yeah.
Right. So that was the chat that we had, a bit of the chat we had, and then we followed it with her singing this song. This is Starring Role on 96.9 Viking FM.
You're hard to hug, tough to talk to. never fall asleep when you're in my bed. All you give me is a heartbeat. I've turned into a statue, and it makes me feel depressed. 'Cause the only time you open up is when we get undressed. You don't love me, big fucking deal. I never tell you how I feel. You don't love me, not a big deal. I never tell you how I feel. It almost feels like a joke to play out a part when you are not the starring role in someone else's heart. You know I'd rather walk alone than play a supporting role if I can get a starring role. Sometimes I ignore you so I feel in control, but really I adored you and I can't leave you alone. Fed up with the fantasies that cover what is wrong. Come on, baby, let's just get drunk. Forget we don't get on. You're like my dad, you get on well. I send my best regards from hell. It almost feels like a joke to play out a part when you are not the starring role in someone else's heart. You know I'd rather walk alone than play a supporting role if I can get the starring. I never sang for love, I never had a heart to mend, because before the start began I always saw the end. Yeah, I'll wait for you to open up, to give yourself to me, but nothing's ever gonna get. I'll never set you free. Yeah, I'll never set you free. It almost feels like a joke to play out a part when you are not the starring role in someone else's heart. You know I'd rather walk alone than play a supporting role if I can get the starring role.
Marina with the Diamonds with Starring Role, live on 96.9 Viking FM. Apologies if you did hear an expletive sung in the middle of that track. Do apologise for that on that live track there. Loads of people are getting in touch tonight. Hi to Erica in Bridlington, who says these songs are sounding amazing and she's absolutely lovely, and she just is gutted that she hasn't been able to come and see Marina and the Diamonds perform live at Viking FM. Yeah, very small amount of people, just 20 or so, having the privilege of seeing these live tracks at 96.9 Viking FM. More from Marina and the Diamonds in a few moments' time, and then we'll hear the new single, Primadonna, which is amazing, and it's going to sound incredible live on Viking FM as well. After Robbie Williams and Strong, next. Live in our meeting room as well to play for you. This is Viking FM. Enjoy.
It just really fascinates me, and you know, the kind of atmosphere in LA is kind of, it's quite weird but inspiring at the same time.
Did you see any other celebrities out there? Did you hang out with any others?
I met Elton John at the beginning of 2011. He's really, really nice, actually.
You sound so surprised.
Well, because I'm always scared that, you know, such an inspiring, huge star can make you feel so comfortable and feel like it's totally normal. It's quite something.
Yeah. Well, I think we got that today from you singing, actually. Jessie, she was saying beforehand, she's such a massive, massive fan and all that. And I think she'll go away now thinking, oh, that was lovely. She was really nice.
Yeah, she was really nice. So.
Yeah. Are you listening, Jessie? Because sometimes you do meet celebrities and they're not quite what you were hoping, you know. So you think, I wish I hadn't met them because I still love the music.
No, that's so true. That kind of assumption fascinates me, actually, because it's like, well, why shouldn't they be normal just because they're like an artist or, you know, acting or whatever? But And also, it's like when there are other artists out there who are like deemed as crazy or weird, you think like, oh, people are going to think I'm boring if I'm myself. But really, I'm a normal person. I just have different ideas on things, and that's what I write about.
So would you say your drive is to just stamp your mark on music?
I think so. I love art. I love songwriting. I think fame was much more important to me before, but all of a sudden, I don't know, it seems like I'm not really fueled by that anymore. I just want to create music that people really like, and it's that importance to them that I'm an artist that in 20 years they'll still remember and listen to, not just someone who's, has like a hit and then leaves the face of the earth.
Yeah. Is there anyone you'd like to collaborate with, get together with?
Madonna. Can you do that for me? Can you set that up?
It's fine. Well, she's probably listening online, probably, but she'll probably be listening. But
I love her.
So what is it about her that stands out?
I think she's quite truthful, actually. And I think what drew me to her originally was that she just seems like she's not frightened. She's so fearless about doing anything artistically, and she's not apologetic either.
If you're on stage with her and she tried to snog you, would you oblige?
It's Madonna.
You'd have to then, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Just thought I'd throw that in there. So tell us when the new music's coming out.
It's coming out on April the 30th. It's called Electra Heart.
And the new single's fantastic as well.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Primadonna, and that's the 16th of April.
I bet you've had interviews where people have said, "Oh, you were Primadonna." Have you had that yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, in that case, I'll ask it then. Because I just thought, don't ask that question. That's an awful question to ask. She'll get it all the time. So, are you a prima donna?
I can be. In the deepest corner of my heart, I am. Every girl is, and every boy knows a girl or has dated a girl who's a prima donna. My ex-boyfriend used to call me one, so at least he inspired a song.
Exactly, yeah. And let's hear it now, live on 96.9 Viking FM.
Prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl, would you do anything for me? Buy a big diamond ring for me? Would you get down on your knees for me? Pop that pretty question right now, baby. Beauty queen on a silver screen, living life like I'm in the dream. I know I've got a big ego, I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. And I'm sad to the core, core, core. Every day is a joy, joy, joy. When you give on more, 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 I wanna be adored, 'cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Prima donna girl, fill the void up with celluloid. Take a picture, I'm with the boys. Get what I want, 'cause I asked for it, not because I'm really that deserving of it. Living life like I'm in the play, in the limelight I want to stay. I know I've got a big ego, I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. Going up, going down, down, down. Anything for the ground, ground, ground. When the lights coming down, 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 I spin around, 'cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. Primadonna girl.
Marina the Diamonds live on 96.9 Viking FM. Amazing. Thanks for listening, Steve. Next with Leighton Live.
Bachelors is fueling Britain. The Viking FM and Bachelors Fuel crew could be